Here's your 7-day forecast. First alert today and tomorrow for those strong to severe thunderstorms Saturday evening. It looks like early in the day on Sunday. We have a whole hour left. We'll talk more about that first alert in your full forecast coming up in just a bit.
Guys, welcome back. It's Anna Christina. I'm here with Russell Beckham, one of the owners of Roof Savers. How you doing?
Doing wonderful. How about you?
Listen, I am so happy. Summertime, you know what that means. Some time out with the family on the porch,
living's easy.
Grilling. And guess what? You can get a free RecTech grill. Tell everybody about that.
Absolutely. Call us for a free inspection. We'll come out. If you decide to purchase our roof preservation package, this will be yours.
Well,
and not a better time to do it than
I
now.
know, absolutely. When we talk about roof preservation, because I don't think people realize what they can do, how much they can save when they preserve their roof. And we got some proof and some visuals for you. Talk about that, though.
Absolutely. So preservation is getting more out of your shingles than what you would if you did absolutely nothing to your roof. So our Renew It 17 with Rock-Like technology will extend the life of your asphalt shingles for 17 years, and that warranty is transferable.
Not up to 17 years, like I said.
For 17 years, fully guaranteed.
Which is incredible. And
Yes,
you said
absolutely.
transferable warranty, so if you sell your home, it goes with it.
Goes to the next owner.
I love that. Okay,
Yep.
So let's do this visual because so that people really understand this is the real deal. Now, tell me about these two different shingles that we have.
So these are two different shingle samples. They're roughly in the 18 to 20-year-old
Okay.
age, timeline here.
Okay.
So they were both off replacements. We just took off someone's roof from the
Okay.
storm. Did not qualify for preservation,
Okay.
obviously. So this is a shingle untreated, and if you rub your hands across that, you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
All the loose
I feel
granules
it, too.
coming, and
Yep.
if you pour it on your
Oh my
hand,
gosh,
they're coming
sorry,
off
mess.
everywhere.
Look at that, guys. Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Yep.
Okay.
A
so
lot
now we're
of
doing the
lot of
one
degradation
that's
here.
been treated, but still
Product-
18 to 20 years. Roughly.
Same age, absolutely. Product treated, shingle treated with our Renew It 17. You can really scrub on it there.
You can feel the difference. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that.
Not losing.
Listen to that. Look. I love it.
Yep.
There's nothing on me. MyRoofSavers.com. Call the number on the screen now.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 1226 this morning.
A peek ahead into your morning, there's a new price on recycling in Augusta. When we tell you how the CSRA is battling food insecurity, and rebates have gone out for Georgians, but will this continue? All that and more in just a moment, but first we're going to take a live look over, I think that's Grovetown this morning, but good morning, I'm Audrey Dickerver. We're so glad that you're joining us this morning, and I think we're going to be getting some storms later on in the afternoon, right, Chris? But it's going to be a pretty hot one out there during the day if you have plans during the day.
Definitely a hot start, even hotter than it was out there on Friday, but the Saturday evening could be on the stormy side for many locations. We have put out the first alert for today and for tomorrow for a couple of rounds of thunderstorms we feel like are going to roll through the area. The main threat will be damaging wind and quarter-size hail in some of the thunderstorms. Meanwhile, just going to be a hot one out there for today. If we can take a look at this, we're talking about an active weather pattern in just a bit.
Okay, great. Thanks, Chris. And later signed a new garbage contract this week, and what you pay for trash services could go up. Your city government reporter, Sydney Hood, breaks down what this means for you.
Despite it looking like the rates will increase on paper, Dr. Malik insists it won't. He says recycling is the only thing that changes under this new plan. If you choose to add recycling, it'll cost you around $12 per month.
The contracts, there's two separate things, and that's what the confusion is. What city charges to the residents is totally separate. What's this contract? So it's up to the city management when they want to revisit those rates, because those rates, I've been saying, was set back in 2013, and the cost has been escalating. So it's up to the city when they want to revisit the rate. They want to reset it or they don't want to reset it. It's going to be up to the management.
And as of tonight, I could not get a straight answer as to exactly how your bill will change. All we know is the new contract has been approved and it'll start August 1st. Dr. Malik says within the next 60 days, they will provide information on how to add recycling.
And the Children's Hospital of Georgia is celebrating 40 years of Camp Rainbow this week. At camp, children with cancer and their siblings spend a relaxing, fun-filled days with other kids in similar situations. It's 6 days spent just being a kid, and for most of the campers, it's something they always look forward to. Here's Anna Halliburton has more.
Kennedy Martin is 17 years old and has been coming to Camp Rainbow for the last 4 years.
Coming here, you know, you get to be out with your friends and like you remember friends from past years, and it's just so much fun to be able to be here and, you know, have a time where we can just be kind of like free and stuff. It's my favorite thing ever. I love it.
She was diagnosed with T-cell lymphoma in 2020 and is now cancer-free. Kennedy says the Children's Hospital has always been so supportive, especially the Child Life team who spearheads the camp.
Yeah, you're going through such a hard time. It's really hard, and some of us, you go through depression during it, and they're just kind of a light that you get to see every day, and that help you so much during the midst of such a hard time.
And Camp Rainbow is meant to be a fun time where kids and teens are ziplining, kayaking, riding a boat, going through a ropes course, and swimming.
It is a time for them to forget about the hospital, forget about their treatments, forget about getting poked, and just have fun and be a kid.
Kim Allen is the director of Camp Rainbow and has been a part of it for 31 years. She says it's important for kids to be around others in similar situations.
I can tell them all about, what it's like to have cancer and what the chemo is doing and all that, but when they hear it from another 8-year-old, it makes all the difference in the world, and then they're like, wow, okay, well, if she could do it, then I can do it.
She says Camp Rainbow has definitely grown over its 40 years. They partner with the YMCA's Camp Lakeside and Lincoln tent to put it on.
Every year they are making the campsite bigger and better with low ropes course and a zip line and a pamper pole and a climbing wall and all of that.
For Kennedy and Michael Johnson, this is their last year at Camp Rainbow since they just graduated high school. Michael says he's encouraging others to keep going.
Keep fighting and keep yourself motivated, and you win your fight.
Although Camp Rainbow is celebrating 40 years, there's still more in store for years to come.
As long as there are still kids being diagnosed, I hope that we can continue this, because I truly think that it really heals their souls and helps them get through their treatment and get through their pediatric cancer journey.
And there were so many surprises in store this week for the campers. The best part about Camp Rainbow is that it is funded 100% through donations. It costs around $600 to $700 to send one kid to camp. Camp Rainbow is for kids ages 5 to 17. If you would like to support a child at camp, we have information on how to do that. Just search Camp Rainbow. And a new nonprofit is helping find solutions in the community with a new closet and food pantry. This is video of the Broad Street 20 years old because of violence. And school's out, and so are meals students normally receive during the day. The summer EBT program once helped bridge the summer hunger gap, providing $120 in grocery benefits per eligible child. But that was before Georgia and South Carolina opted out of the program this year, leaving many families scrambling for their next meal. Your Kennedy Payne spoke to an organization who is stepping up to fill this need.
I did. Serenity Charity Club in Aiken County has been feeding kids in the community for nearly 5 years, stepping up and serving love in the form of lunch. Today they passed out nearly 200 meals. That's just their first day. And they say as the weeks go by, that number will continue to grow.
When summer comes, school doors close, but hunger doesn't take a vacation.
It fits that gap between they're out of school here this summer and gets the kids fed and gets them a needy program to come and they can play in the park and grab a little snack for lunch.
For many families, summer doesn't just stretch daylight, it stretches finances.
It's kind of taking the place of the South Carolina EBT, not renewed this year. Parents can bring their kids, show up, so student ID or a report card, grade card, bring your kids and get a snack for lunch.
Each meal carries more than calories.
Hot dogs, pizza, various other good treats, some healthy snacks as well.
It carries kindness, a promise that no kid has to face an empty stomach alone.
Here at this park is normally 70 folks that we feed.
Each summer, the lines get longer.
I think this year probably could be our biggest year. We just had the tornado down here in the Langley area, plus Helene. Folks are still struggling with that as well, trying to pick up and clean up. A lot with the economy these days, with food prices going up. What a great chance to come and get a snack and breakfast and lunch here for free.
And when families show up
from 10:30 till 12:30,
they find hope.
Monday through Friday.
And sometimes hope just comes with a side of applesauce.
The nonprofit serves food across 9 different sites until July 18th, and we'll have the sites and times on our website at wrdw.com and on our app.
And a safety alert for you because of a pest. Our summers, though hot and humid, mean a chance to go outside more. That also means coming to terms with a mosquito bite or two. While they are itchy, you need to be aware that some mosquitoes do carry diseases that can make you sick too. The most common are the West Nile virus and the 3 types of encephalitis virus: Eastern equine, lacrosse, and St. Louis. Your pets could get sick too. Experts say mosquitoes can carry heartworms. South Carolina's health department works with the CDC to monitor the populations. They'll let you know if a disease has been detected from the bugs. And SCDPH recommends using the 7 T's to keep your home and yard mosquito free. Tip or turn over anything that can hold water. Mosquitoes can develop in water that stands for more than 5 days. Toss or recycle unwanted items that collected too. Tighten tarps over your boats, wood piles, pools, or grills. Take care of your home by clearing debris from ditches, drains, and gutters. Treat items that can't be drained or empty with mosquito control products, and team up with your neighbors to keep mosquitoes away.
It is going to be another hot one out there today. We'll have highs in the mid-90s, but there's a frontal boundary on the way. It's going to cool us off a little and keep our weather a bit on the stormy side the next few days. We'll have all the details on your weekend forecast when we come back.
And looking for something to do this weekend? Well, here's a few events to check out. We'll be right back.
Answers to your league.
The high tomorrow, 88 to 89 for Monday and Tuesday. And then the second half of the week, we do dry out some and stay seasonably hot.
Okay, great. Thanks, Chris. And health data shows around 2/3 of all Americans wear some type of prescription glasses or contact lenses. But state law requires people in South Carolina to physically visit the eye doctor to get their prescription, a step people in nearly 3 dozen other states don't have to take. As your State House reporter Mary Green explains, a challenge to the law could end that requirement.
A nearly decade-old state law prevents people in South Carolina from taking an eye exam online to get a prescription for eyeglasses and contact lenses. One of the companies that administers these online exams is now challenging this law, and it was heard before South Carolina's Supreme Court here on Tuesday.
South Carolina treats lenses differently than everything else doctors can prescribe online, from eye drops to skin creams to antibiotics.
And attorneys representing the company Wrdw say there's no rational reason for that different treatment, making this 2016 law unconstitutional. Wrdw is one of a number of companies that offer an online eye exam similar to how people are tested at the eye doctor's office, but there's no doctor or assistant on the other side administering the exam. After that, an actual person checks out those results and writes a prescription for lenses that customers can order online. Attorneys for the South Carolina Optometric Physicians Association want to keep the law in place, admitting they do have an economic incentive to support it so more patients visit their offices, but arguing it also ensures safe and adequate eye care.
An interaction with a medical professional in a setting, in an in-person setting, allows for the discovery of other very prevalent health problems like diabetes, like glaucoma, like hypertension.
A lower court ruled in favor of upholding the existing law. There's now no timeline for the Supreme Court to rule after Tuesday's arguments. Reporting Columbia, I'm Mary Green.
The law was enacted in 2016 and initially vetoed by then Governor Nikki Haley, who said it sent the wrong message to the business community. But the General Assembly overwhelmingly overrode Haley's veto to put the measure into effect. And the Department of Homeland Security is out with a new list of sanctuary counties and cities. The government says these communities provide safe harbor for undocumented immigrants and that became sanctuaries. And popular gas chain Buc-ee's is taking a South Carolina clothing company to court over its beaver logo. Buc-ee's filed a copyright infringement suit against Goose Creek-based apparel company Born United. The company sells both private labels and third-party merchandise. In the suit, Buc-ee's says they have not granted the brand permission to use their logo on their men's tack buck shorts and accuses the company of exploiting their reputation. Our sister station has reached out to the Born United for comment. And tax rebates were sent to Georgians this week. Governor Brian Kemp says the checks are a result of the state's large surplus. Your State House reporter Abby Kasoris asked the growing pool of candidates now running to be the next governor what they think should happen to the state's reserves.
Right now, Georgia has billions of dollars in the bank, and they're giving some of that money back to Georgia taxpayers. Jasmine Malone says everything counts. As a single filer, she will receive $250, but some households could receive as much as $500 as soon as this week.
Can probably pay my light bill. That can help with groceries.
The initiative, a cornerstone for Governor Brian Kemp, pushing legislation for refunds 3 years in a row. It will cost the state more than $1 billion, but it's a small portion of the state's $16 billion surplus. Since Kemp can't run again for his seat, we asked the 5 candidates vying for the governor's office if they would dip into the reserves and what is worth the money. State Senator Jason Estevez voted for the rebates and supports issuing them again, but feels strongly the state should spend more to help small businesses, fund education initiatives, and expand Medicaid.
We can do both, especially when you have as much money as we do sitting in a bank account being hoarded by state leaders.
Former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottom suggests eliminating the income tax for teachers, targeting resources to struggling communities while incorporating some of the governor's successes.
I don't believe in coming in as an elected official throwing everything out because it's somebody else's idea. You look at what's worked well, what can work better.
Attorney General Chris Carr unavailable Tuesday for an interview in person, but sent us this statement. My job isn't to spend every surplus dollar, it's to plan for the day there isn't one. That means budgeting conservatively, as Governor Kemp has done. State Representative Derek Jackson, who announced his campaign on Tuesday, supports removing the income tax for nurses, teachers, veterans, and seniors. He also supports spending because, quote, we've already greatly exceeded the rainy day fund. I think those who say, let's keep the money for a rainy day are already spending it. The Georgia Tax Center is an online tool to help you see how much money you could receive. In Atlanta, I'm Abby Kasouris.
And your fishing game forecast as we head through the weekend. Looks like peak conditions today will be right around at midday. Later on tonight, though, could be some stronger thunderstorms headed into the area. We'll take another check on your weekend forecast when we come back.
Welcome back. It's Anna Christina. I'm here with Russell Beckham, one of the owners of Roof Savers. I cannot get over what we just experienced. You were kind of showing me. I said, I need a visual and I need people to see this because, look, this has been treated. This is 18 to 20-year-olds that came off of
architectural shingle.
Yeah, that
A
came
recent
off
roof replacement from the hurricane.
That's right. Yep. They couldn't qualify, but this is treated and not one granular.
Yep.
Granular.
Yeah.
Comes off, but on that other one that was untreated,
Absolutely.
I mean, it just kind of pours off. I still have the residual from
coming off
what
very
we did.
easily into your hands.
Well, and once it's treated, tell us. I mean, it was tested. I mean, for hail impact resistant. Kind of walk us through that. Those are important things.
Absolutely. So we tested it with a 2-inch steel ball, dropping it from 20 feet to test the effectiveness of how it's going to react under extreme impact, such as hail.
Right.
And the results were absolutely phenomenal. We couldn't have been happier.
I mean, I can imagine something like that happening to the roof, but even us just touching this roof, I mean, the shingles, things are coming off.
And the degradation that, the
So
rocks
you
just coming
imagine,
right off.
the natural things that will happen, weather, rain, and all of that.
Wind-driven rain.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So you are protecting your roof. You're saving a ton of money in the long run. And this is one treatment, one application.
Absolutely.
Or not up to, I keep saying that. It is actually
17-year warranty, one application, one payment.
That is amazing. And if you call right now during this program, you sign up for that free roof inspection to see if your roof qualifies. If you purchase the package.
Correct. The Renew at 17 package.
You get a free
This baby is yours.
You get to take this home with you, enjoy it. And what's your favorite thing to grill?
I love chicken wings.
Okay.
But I'm not too picky. Anything really that comes off of this is
some sirloin.
Sirloin, filet.
Filet. Okay. It's okay. Now, what would you grill? All right. Stay right there. We'll be right back with more.
A muggy start to your Saturday.
Current Chemical, located at 1212 New Savannah Road in Augusta.
First Alert Weather, where accuracy matters, keeping you alert during severe weather and helping you plan your day. We put our money where our forecast is. Each weekday, our forecasted high is within 3 degrees of the actual high. A local charity gets money in the bank. By being 100% accurate for a full month, over $1,000 went to a single charity. No other Augusta station is on your side the way we are, keeping you ready for anything and putting our accuracy to work.
The First Alert Weather 3-degree guarantee, sponsored by Tub Doctor.
Catch all of today's...
Okay, great. Thanks, Chris. And Helene was the worst disaster the CSRA has ever seen. Knowing this hurricane season could be above average, what are Augusta leaders planning to change about their emergency response? Your Holly Turner spoke with city leaders on what they'd like to change for the future.
Yeah, well, the mayor's office tells me that's a question that they really can't answer yet, and that's because their top priority is until June 30th, making sure that all the debris is gone. The spokesperson for the mayor's office says a majority of the last 8 months has been dedicated to clearing the roads, removing trees, stumps, and getting people back into their homes. And like you see here, some areas across Augusta have recovered, but others still have a ways to go. Even though the mayor's office says there isn't an official checklist yet for changes, one commissioner says when it comes to those changes and future preparations, he feels that's where a new EMA director will help best. But until that position is filled, conversations for preparations the city can make now are in the works.
With the emergency command staff, that's a staff that includes the sheriff's department, marshal, the mayor, administrator, fire department, even including the ambulance, to make sure that everything's covered. A lot of conversations being had and a lot of conversation on being prepared. And that without them, we would be lost.
And Commissioner Guilfoyle says there is only so much you can do to prepare. He also says while city leaders are focused on clearing roadways and power restoration, organizations like Salvation Army, the American Red Cross, and many more stepped up to the plate, meeting the basic needs of our community faster than some government resources. And they say that's something they'll rely on in the future.
You can. Welcome back. It's Anna Christina. I'm here with Russell Beckham, one of the owners of Roof Savers. Listen, I'm having a really good time learning about Roof Savers and what you guys do, but I was thinking about something during the break. 17 years. That's almost like a new roof. The lifespan of
Very close.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Depending on a variety of factors, a roof can last longer or
Right.
not as long as 17 years.
So when is the perfect time to come in, and what does that process look like? Or to call, I should say.
The perfect time to do the Renew at 17 preservation to your roof is before it gets to the failure point.
Okay.
We need some life in it so we can add more life to it.
Okay. Preserve that.
Within 10 years to 20 years, it really just depends on the current condition of the shingles.
And that's why it's important for them to call.
Call,
right now.
get us out, let us inspect your shingles to make sure you qualify. If you don't, we're obviously going to recommend a full roof replacement because we do not want to take, we don't want to sell a customer anything they're not going to get the full benefit from.
Absolutely. Well, again, it's 17 years, one treatment, one application. Tell us why that makes it different than other companies.
So, most products out there are a 5-year extension with one treatment.
Okay.
So you have that done, you pay for it one time. Then you pay for it again to get 10. Then you pay for it again to get 15.
I see.
This is a one-time, one application, one payment, warranted for 17 years.
Just one time, one payment. I like the sound of that. Plus, if your roof qualifies and you purchase the package, then right now you're getting a free RecTech grill. So all you have to do, call the number on the screen. It's super easy. You can also go to myroofsavers.com. Y'all are all over the place now.
Very lucky.
I love it.
Our product speaks for itself.
Absolutely love it. Again, okay, favorite thing to grill. You said chicken. I'm working on
chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Yes, crispy.
Oh.
Maybe some teriyaki.
I'm gonna need your recipe.
What's for dinner?
Hey everyone, it's Anna Christina. I'm here with Russell Beckham, one of the owners of Roof Savers. We've been having a lot of fun talking about a free RecTech grill that you can get if you call for a free roof inspection and you purchase the roof preservation package. We've been talking about what that means to help people save money on their roof. Tell me about it quickly if you can.
So the Renew at 17 will extend the life of asphalt shingles for a warranty of 17 years per application. And that is a one-time application.
That's right.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not more than one payment. Only one payment, one application.
And listen, I was showing, I'm a visual person. Now, this has been treated, but what you have to understand is this is 18 to 20 years old. It came off of an old roof that you guys had replaced during the storm, and not one thing.
If you rub on it really aggressively, it's very, rubbing your hand is very abrasive.
The other one, and all of the granulars just came off of that. But what's really neat is that you don't get to just protect your roof. This also works on siding.
Absolutely, absolutely. Vinyl siding, metal roofs, obviously asphalt shingle roofs, stucco hardy board, what it does is it brings the color and the life back to the surface and keeps it looking new for 10 years.
Well,
it's
and
hard to beat.
If you're a visual person like me and you want to see those before and afters, again, you can visit myroofsavers.com and you can see the difference. I mean, it brightens the side
Absolutely.
of homes. Again, you're protecting your home, making it more durable.
Curb appeal. Customers who that love to see their property look good and shine and look the best that it possibly can all the time, especially if you're looking to sell. It's a great option.
Absolutely. And again, you can go to myroofsavers.com. If you call right now during this program and you sign up for a free roof inspection to see if your roof qualifies and purchase the package, then you also get a free Rec Tech grill.
Free Rec Tech bullseye.